Can you tell it's been a month since I filmed with my laptop? Didn't have my mic on. So, this is all getting reorganized. These are all moving. I need the ink space. So, first up is putting away all of the paints because I didn't actually paint while I was away. I took palettes, didn't paint. So, paints are going to go away. And then Albert's Waterman is going to go back to sleep because it's just been sitting loose on my desk because I took its rickshaw with me to Chicago. So, what are these? These are Holbeins that have migrated. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You go there. I don't actually know where you go. I say you go there. And you go there. No, you don't. Because I put you in the wrong spot. Look at me go. Honestly, it's been far too long since I've painted. There will be, I don't know if there's a new paint your style prompt. I haven't actually spent that much time on Instagram. If there's a new paint your style prompt, there will be a new paint your style. If there is not a new prompt, it will be a repaint tomorrow. Now onto this. I love how I did a video all about what paints I was taking and I didn't take any of them. Or I took them all, but I didn't paint. So maybe I use this palette for paint your style tomorrow. Because I didn't paint with it while I was away. And what's in here? What's in here? If you've got questions, leave them below. I never stream on my laptop. Streaming is very much a desktop thing or a phone thing for me. But it is easier to set up my laptop at this desk. So those are Senneliers. You go there. Oh, where's the book? Where's my book? Where's my book? The book. Yellow. Sennelier yellow. After M. Graham. Oh, I was correct. I do not like the M. Graham paints. They never dry. I only have 2 tubes of them and I will not be getting more. Then we have there Sennelier after Hosta. So my first instinct where that went was correct, but I didn't actually put it in the right spot. I wanted to put it up here, which is not where you go. We have neutral tint. I want to say their neutral tint's actually a purple. It is. It comes off the Shadow Violet. And then we just have Alizarian Crimson Lake. Oh. Comes after red coral. Right in there. All right. Just gonna stack these very carefully. There are a lot of colors that still go in that slot, but for now, I don't want to have to think about them. I'm just going to switch these two. That one's only got a couple missing from it. This one has many missing from it. All right, let's close this and let's stick the binders here for now. They're going to be their new home. So currently the mic case, or what used to be the mic case for lav mics, became a watercolor case. So travel palettes that I did not paint with. Honestly, I feel sort of bad I didn't paint, but at the same time I was exhausted. Where's the roll? Oh, there's the Rolodex. It doesn't matter though. So up next we have the bag. Claw clip does not matter. That has to be unpacked. Those have to be unpacked. Don't even know what's in there at this point. All right, cool. So, Albert's pen is going back in its sleeve. This pen is going back in its sleeve. What's in here? Okay. Need a bin of pens that need to be washed. All right, let's grab a bin. The new and improved to be washed bin. We have a Conklin Misto Purple in the 1898 collection. We have two Monteverde Invincias, one in Nebula, one in Starlight, both provided by Conklin, or Monteverde, same with the Conklin. All three of those need to be washed because I dip tested them at the lake. Also, my lovely new Gallon Leather pen slip and zip, which there will be a video coming on because they provided it. And it's lovely, but I want to do it. I filmed part 1, and part 2 is going to come after I've used them for a month and they're a bit more broken in and patinaed. That's going over there. What's in here? Right. Pen sleeves, pen cases, things to go away. All right. Books are moving. Off the bat, books are moving. I also think samples are going to find a new home somewhere, somehow. Samples are not going to stay in that rack. Okay. What am I doing next? What's in here? Pens. This is uninked. There's a reason there's no inked video coming this month. Those are all inked. That's inked. That's inked. Those aren't fountain pens. Everything in here inked. It is. Look at all the pretty things. Again, why I don't need an inked video this month. So instead you'll get a what colors I have in fountain pens video. That goes there. Okay. Okay. Where's the bin of inks? Oh, I'm looking at them. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Okay. Now, those are still gonna stack in there. What's this? That's writing samples. All right. All the random stuff is going in the mug. Okay. So, do we have another empty bin? We should. I've got 5 of them. The answer might be not currently. So, I guess the pens can come out of the pen bin. And just sort of chill on the table. Because I need this bin back. Pens will chill there. I need this back. So, samples are now living in a bin. Because I have too many of them. And they just sort of take up space. That I don't have. And then we'll get into bottles. Because this is a mixture of samples and bottles. Move that. Let's ditch all of that. Oh, okay. So maybe for the next little bit, everything that I ink up is going to be from a sample vial. Or I've got to start mystery swapping samples back to people. I like trading samples. It's a great way to try out new colors. So I have too many samples. But what there's also going to be is a bin of colors that I'm willing to part with. Because there are definitely some that I just don't use enough to justify. So we will I didn't see a single Magna Carta pen at the sidewalk sale. So no, I did not get to try one. I looked for them, but I didn't see a single Magna Carta pen. So I still haven't tried one. So I think it'll be, at this rate, I think it'll be into next year. Maybe they'll be at Chicago next year at the pen show in May, and I'll get to try one. Or maybe one of my friends will end up getting one, and I'll try one that way. But no, I didn't get to try one. All right, this rack is now going to be for nibs. So let's fish out bottles from this. So then everything else in this is samples. I will also say all of these are not from the sidewalk sale. I took some of my inks to the Atlas sidewalk sale because I wasn't sure exactly what inks I wanted for my class until the night before I left, and that was a bit short timing for Atlas. And so I grabbed some of the inks that I knew worked really well, and then by chance, Atlas happened to have those inks available for me to use for my class, and so I didn't need to use my inks that I'd brought. All right, the bin of samples is going to go here for now. This bin is now going to be inks that I am not keeping, which is so far just, I'm unsure if I'm keeping Knitted Nettle. I have a lot of Ferris wheel pressed greens, and it's just, of the Ferris wheel pressed greens, it's not my favorite one. So I'm going to pull it for now. Same with Crystal Blue Legacy. I prefer Stroke of Midnight if I'm going to be using a Ferris wheel pressed blue-green. So for now, it's going to go in the trade box, but we'll see. Here's my little container of converters, or of cartridges. Actually, we're just gonna there are more cartridges that need to go in there. I'm going to do those later. So, is this the Stroke of Midnight that's open? No. All right, so that Stroke of Midnight, that one, and that one are all getting pulled. Also, apparently Madame Mulberry has been discontinued, and I'm really sad. Mom went to an ink store this morning, and they didn't have it in stock, and so I have 2 half bottles of it, but apparently it was announced on Goulet while I was away that it had been discontinued, and Vanessa has it in their products we can no longer order section, and I am very sad because it was the first ink color I fell in love with. And up until Chicago, I always had it in a pen. It always went in my Parker 45. Not my Parker 45, my Parker 21. And it was in that pen for nearly a year straight. So I'm very sad that they've discontinued it. But we now have 4 new Ferris wheel press colors. 2 are new. So we've got Winking Embers and Little Miss Jubilee, which come out on the 6th. And then I also finally got a bottle of Royal Rhubarb and Oyster Hour because Kari gave me samples of both. I I really liked them. I'm realizing that my ink samples aren't in order, and so I don't know where those bottles go. Oh, all right. Let me grab my swatch cards. My Rolodex cards are also a mess, but they're slightly less of a mess. Whereas these are just a mess. Because all of the sidewalk sale ones are still living on their own swatch card because I filled a swatch card with sidewalk sale inks. Blinking Embers goes here. Maybe this is going to move up. Okay. This goes before Cabernet on the Lake. Goes here. It is a very pretty color. Comes out. I think it comes out when? What day is it today? Today's the 3rd. It's Tuesday, so it comes out Friday? Comes out the 6th. I want to say that's Friday. This one for Royal Rhubarb, which slots in here. And then Oyster Hour. Comes after Russet Typeset. So it squeezes in right there. There we go. All right. So I did consider moving these up, but I don't know that I want to. Okay. Those boxes are empty. They're pretty, but they're empty. So they're going to move. Let's put the Sailor Mano inks up. I wonder if I've got clear Scotch tape. I ripped the top of this box by accident. Let's do Conklin. One. Yeah, you'll never really be able to see them, which is an okay thing. I'm also going to put this in the trade box. I'm not, the lid not go on this bottle. I don't know, it did. It just leaked all over the box. I'm not sold on octopus fluid, whatever it's called. How do I feel? I don't love the box. All right. The thing about setting up a desk like this is it's one, it has to be practical, but two, it's also about how it looks on camera. Um, okay, we're gonna call that acceptable. So you'll notice that my lovely tape tower in the corner is gone. I used all the tape in my class, so there's no more tape for the tape tower, but I think I've got a replacement because, oh, what are they called? Zebra provided something really cool, and I think it'll look really fun. But I'm also going to grab all of the pen boxes so that I can steal all the converters. Um, to, make this desk happen. Oh, that's also a desk accessory. Pen boxes. So many pen boxes. Sake of my mental health, let's just hang all of these up. I feel like I'm missing some. So, there's going to be a video on these. These are the brand new Zebra dual tip mild liners. The lovely, I think her name is Anna from Zebra, provided me with a full set of them, which is great because I was going to end up buying them anyways. I've been using the Zebra pen since I had to import them from Japan on Amazon as a teenager. So right now they're totally unprimed. You can see the dual cores at the bottom. I have not used these at all. You prime them by like the same way you sort of would a Posca. And I think this is going to replace the tape holder in the corner. It's super cute. I love that the cup for at least the show sets is a giant mild liner. So for now, it's going to go in the corner. We also have a Galen leather combination tool. Again, kindly provided by Galen. There is a video on it coming too, but I've done, much like the leather stuff, I've done a part 1, and I want to do the part 2 once it's patinaed a little bit more. So it's going to live on my desk for a little bit, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I really like that it's got little circles that you can put your pencil through to mark, so that if you need to move to measure more than 6 inches, it's really easy to do. So it's going to live there. This I did purchase from Galen. And this is their wooden nib rest for pens. I needed a pen rest for my desk, and it just so happens that this thing is absolutely perfect and what I wanted. So it is going to live. It's going to live there. Can it live there? Does it fit a pen there? Sure, it'll live there. All right. Now we have all these Monteverde and Conklin boxes. which have converters in them, cartridges in them. Oh, my brain is tired. All of the cartridges. All of the Monteverde and Conklin pens that take a cartridge come with a blue cartridge and a black cartridge in Standard International. Though I think I'm going to end up having to steal some converters. My brain is so tired. Converters from some other pens that take Standard International, because I got a few pens at the show that from other brands that did not come with converters. They only came with cartridges, but they take a Standard International. And I'm not a huge fan of cartridges. They're just not really my thing. There's only one pen. Currently, I have them in a bunch of things because I had pens that didn't come with converters. But for the most part, I just use converters. So having cartridges and like 6 pens is a rarity, and I don't really like it. This one does. I do really like the 1898 pen though it's not currently inked. I tried not to ink too many things. I still went overboard. There's still far too many things inked up. And I'm just going to have to live with it. So, I wonder if there's a paint your style this week. Honestly, I'm so out of the social media world right now that I have no idea if there's a paint your style tomorrow. If not, it'll be a repaint of something. But it should also be interesting because I have not painted. All of the paint your styles that have been going up were paint your styles that I painted like last week of July. So it's been over a month since I last painted. So it should be interesting tomorrow. Sailor proprietary cartridges, I think. Yeah, Sailor's proprietary. I'm actually going to keep these in their pack so that I don't get confused. Conklin, that Mark Twain does not. The Lightning does. So I bought the Sailor. The Conklins and Monteverde were provided by the brands, but I did get a great price on the Sailor. Those Sailors are currently on sale this September, which means Sailors are on sale. Goldspot has some great ones on sale. Atlas has some on sale. I have an affiliate for both if you decide to treat yourself. I don't know that affiliate codes work on any of the Sailor stuff, but most items at both stores are affiliate eligible for affiliate codes. And I believe currently it's 10% off at Atlas when you use an affiliate code. So there are very few products that aren't included, though Hobonichis are not being included this year. So if you are into Hobonichi, you can use an affiliate code, and your affiliate friend will get 10%, but you won't get a 10% discount. So what's next? Where am I putting? Oh, nibs. Let's do nibs. The rest of my nibs in here. now apparently hoard nibs, which really shouldn't come as a surprise. There are more. Because I did take nibs with me to Chicago, even though I only got one pen worked on. I did take nibs, like I, was getting pen work done, and then I only got one single pen worked on. But I have plans for November or October. Yes, it's October. These are dips. Your custom. All right, custom stuff's gonna go down there. Your glass. What are you? You're a 1.1 stub. Oh, you're actually labeled on top. Huh. So some of these are labeled. And those don't fit. All right. And I also found the bottle of Kirasame that was sitting beside my desk because I did order a bottle. And I've not opened it yet because I've currently got a sample vial of it. So what are you? You are a medium number 5. Who was it? Oh, Mike Matterson taught me, showed off his pens with the nibs labeled on top of the vials. And it is the smartest thing. So unlabeled. Yep, that's for the glass pen. That's a dip nib. That's just a mystery feed for something. Don't know what those are feeds for. I've yet to figure out how to pause it on the desktop version. That's a dip nib. All right, we're going to switch number 5s and dips. So I think I've got way more number 5s than I've got dip nibs. So another glass nib. It's another glass nib. It's a Kaweco nib. What are you? Your number 5 fines. Kaweco broad. 5 medium. These are my architect lives. So 2 vials. One for Kaweco 1.1. Also, I don't know if anyone's seen it yet, but the fantastic Julia has done a video all about her custom nib grinds. And it gave me so much inspiration for custom stuff for my pens. Which is funny because she was the one that gave me the idea of what I'm going to end up doing with my pens when it comes to custom work. So she is really the person I have to blame. All right. So I now have all of my spare nibs sorted and 3 random feeds that I don't know what they're for. I think they're probably for number 5 Yovos, which don't fit in the Jinhao 82. Because while the Jinhao 82 is a number 5, it's not the right number 5 for those pens. So that's going away. Checking on the cup for now. Going somewhere. Do I want spare pens nibs there? Or spare pen nibs here? Cool. So the Rolodex is going to go there. How do I feel about this? I love it. This normally lives here. My laptop goes here. Where's the Rolodex? Here's the Rolodex. which is no longer just going to have brown tabs because I can't find the brown tabs anymore. So it will shortly have some Tiffany blue tabs in the mix because they're what I could, well, not what I could get, they're what Mom could get. So Tiffany blue tabs will shortly be in the mix. Don't love it. I don't know how I can fix it. So for now, I might just live with the fact that I don't love it. And we'll sort of go from there. We'll start with me not loving it, and we'll sort of figure it out from that point. Because I think there's a way to get it set up better than it is. I think I just need better risers for my ink. Because right now what I'm using are boxes from the studio that contain other stuff. So when I want to get to that other stuff, I have to dismantle my ink shelves. Like these are all the Faber-Castell gelatos in their boxes. So, okay. Got a plan, sort of. So these all have to go away. These all go back in their little cubby hole right there. Okay. Well, that was semi-productive. I sort of have a desk put back together. I just have to put the rest of the studio back together. So thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you'd organize the inks, because I like having inks as a background for interviews. I'm just not sold that this is the most practical setup. And I like having the paints here because they're like 15 feet from where I paint. And so it makes it easy to grab stuff. But it's not the most practical setup right now. Also, I'm probably going to go live in a couple hours and put all of the swatches from Chicago to this ring into its actual homes, so that I'm not just wandering around with a random ring of Chicago ink swatches. It will probably be my mid-afternoon palette cleanser from everything else. So hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know how you would fix this. Yeah, so my issue with finding spice shelves is finding ones that are shallow enough. This is only, we're about 9 inches is the shelf from the back to the front, and lots of the spice shelves I was seeing were over 10 inches, and so they'd overhang, and that's just not going to work. So I'm going to have to keep looking for something shallow to put in, because I want my bins back. I want to be able to use the art supplies that I'm using that are currently in the bins being used as risers. So I'm going to have to figure out a solution to that. And I'm also going to have to start sort of pulling ink samples for Pelican Hub, because that's not that many weeks away, honestly. And so I'm going to have to figure that out. I also need to figure out if there's paint your style tomorrow. So I honestly have no idea. So I hope you enjoyed. And at some point there will be a live where I put away all the ink swatches because there are too many of them. So thanks for watching.